Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 296 today. And in today's episode, what we need to go ahead and do is get to where we want to finish up in the weekend league, which is Gold 3 OP. It's worked out for us previously this year, and that's exactly where I feel like going up to now. Because it's so late in the year, I just don't want to play on any longer. Every game seems to be a complete and utter war, and from what I saw of Gold 2, Gold 1, and even Elite rewards last week from people, yeah, those red picks are pretty dire anyway, so you might as well just risk your luck in Gold 3. So, going on into today's episode then, obviously we are still trying to focus on, do we like these three players? De Ligt, Dumfries and Vieira. So far, after playing, I don't know how many games, like 10, 12, 15 games, something like that, I think that I absolutely love Vieira now. He's doing a brilliant job. He might not quite have the stamina at 94 to really last a very, very difficult full game in a weekend league. But I know I have good substitutes that I can, always switch him out for. And then De Ligt, I'm starting to really like as well. He's now coming into the fold and making those clutch tackles. Definitely wins good stuff in the air and has a lot of pace and can make up ground against players that are running in on goal. And then Dumfries is the only one that I'm just a little bit like, I'm not 100% sure on you. But anyway, we go on into our first game of the day. And this was Sunday morning because, so basically Sunday I had plans where I'd agreed to hang out with the grandparents, go for a Sunday lunch with my family and my grandparents. So I needed to get up to 14 wins so that I could enjoy that and know that I didn't have to come back early and finish off the weekend league. I want to enjoy the summer. I want to enjoy family time. So I got up a bit earlier on Sunday morning to make sure that I could try and get up to 14 wins. Now I need to get 5 wins here today to make that happen, and I had about 2.5 hours to do so. So I had left it a little bit tight, knowing that every game is pretty much going to go to full time or extra time, and it's going to be pretty difficult. But I don't know, I was playing quite well in this morning because I got a 3-0 win right off the bat. Only took one half of FIFA to get my first win of the day. So that was solid against a really nice team as well. He already had that Kimpembe, but I must say, just off of the bat, that I didn't really struggle that much against Kimpembe. So we're going to try and unlock him probably over the next couple of days. But does that mean that he's actually not that amazing? Could he just be SBC fodder? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out once we've unlocked the Frenchman. Next game we come up against, he's got De Ligt, he's got Van Dijk. He's also got that Walker, which is someone that I was deliberating about in yesterday's episode. I think I still stand by the fact that we can miss out on this one just because there'll probably be other players. I don't really have the coins for it right now, and I don't want to stick all the players that I've earned over the last week into him. I don't think, because he definitely doesn't quite fit my team as well as some of the other SBC players have done, and I'm not getting him just for the bench. So we score with Eusebio here, literally after my opponent had scored on me right at the very start of the game. We get that kickoff boost goal there from Eusebio, and then my opponent does earn another goal, another little first-time shot action there from Del Piero, which you just know you're not going to be able to defend. The guy's got 96 shooting, but then straight away from kickoff again. I don't know what it is about the defensive movement, but I really hope it changes going forwards. I mean, right now I'll take it because obviously it allowed me to score a goal. We smashed a first time shot there with Ronaldinho into the back of the net. But yeah, my opponent must have felt pretty hard done by because both of my goals pretty much came directly off kickoffs when he'd scored a goal. Now, we've had that happen to us a bunch of times as well, and it doesn't feel good, so you can imagine the stress levels were probably pretty high. So Bale came on and made a difference. We end up, the goalkeeper basically padded that one out to Ronaldinho. There's not much you can do. Couple of skill moves from Eusebio led to me just whipping it into the box. Lozano jumped higher than anyone there. Green timed that one, so that one's going to fly into the back of the net. And then he gifts it to Pepe, and what more can I do than stick that at the back post? And, I don't know how it really worked out. I think Lala knocked it across and Bale was the one that heads it home. But yeah, 5-2 up. And we got them goals fairly quickly in a short period of time, which made my opponent think, yeah, well, I'm out of this one. We're going to quit. And we get the 5-2 victory in that one. So That is our, what? Is that 10th win? Oh, that's the 11th win. All right, so that's good. That means we only need 3 more in this episode. And then we come up against this. This is a nice team. Yes, he's got red Salah. A lot of people have. He's got red Cavani and also red TOTS Mendy, who I'm super jealous of. I would like to try the Frenchman, actually. I think he's supposed to be one of the best left-backs in the game. But this particular match, I had loads of opportunities in the first half, and I was making quite a lot of stuff happen, but I just wasn't necessarily scoring. De Ligt finally gets the goal after 26 minutes. He rose higher than anyone and actually gets his first goal for the club. So 95 De Ligt is now a goal scorer for us, which is nice. And then Goretzka picks the ball up here, knocks it into Vieira, into Ronaldinho, into Pepe, and we just sort of finesse that one home. I'm not sure who his defender was in it that didn't quite make that interception, but I'll take it. And then we get completely done with like La Croqueta and a I'm not sure what you call it, like a body feint, I guess, with Ronaldinho. So my opponent does get a goal back here. But and then he really applied the pressure. And it was down to the last few minutes. And I was like, I got to keep this ball. So we didn't let it go. And we were able to hold out a nice 2-1 victory. A tough 2-1 victory, actually, to bring that one home. Bringing us up to 12 wins now. As you can see, I think we had the better of that game. And we added possession at the very end there just by not letting go of the ball. Playing around with it in my opponent's final third and then bringing it back to the defense and back up again. You know how it works. So then we go into this game. Red 96 Mbappe couldn't be more jealous, and he's managed to fit 4 of his Reds, red team of the seasons, that I should say, into his starting 11. But I don't think he played off the very start because, I mean, I don't think those players are making an actual movement. But then he did kick off like a minute later and pause it. I thought he was just going to let me have the win, which is odd, but he actually ran down the other end and managed to get a header goal with Fernandinho. So I guess at that point he was just like, yeah, we're going to carry on playing, unless he just missed, maybe his doorbell rang right at the very start of the game or something. I'm not sure, but a nice LB fake shot and some dribbling and a lovely shot there from Pepe into the roof of the net restores our goal lead, and we're back in the lead again. And then this happens, you know, Alisson just palmed it straight into Neymar, and I watched the replay of that goal, and there's just no way that in real life a defender doesn't put his entire body on the line to not let Neymar take that shot. You just can't quite do that on FIFA, so Dumfries kind of just lets him have it, which I was really, really annoyed at, because obviously it got this guy back into the game. However, into the second half we go. Eusebio knocks it over to Lozano, who is the super sub he's just brought on. And I think it's about 10 seconds from when my opponent whipped his corner in to us counter-attacking and scoring with the pink Mexican. I mean, what a player. Then I hit the bar with De Ligt. There's no way that shouldn't go in. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I really, really, really should have just got an extra goal to tie this game up. But he runs down the other end and scores with Mbappe to equalise. And I'm like, I had a really bad feeling about this game. It just wasn't going my way. And then Lozano hits the underside of the bar and we can't quite get the ball to go into the back of the net there. Pepe then whips it across. Vieira takes the strike and that cannons off the bar. And I'm just like, I know what's happening here. I'm not going to win. He saves that one. I take the shot. It falls back to Pepe. He's ending up being offside. And then pretty much from that, he runs down the other end here. Neymar into Mbappe. Tots Mertens is making a run. I've not got the right defenders on it. And he scores the goal. And I'm just like absolutely fuming. Because I've had so many attempts that have just hit the woodwork. And you know that just happens sometimes on FIFA. But I felt hard done by. I mean, I think when you look at the stats after the game, my opponent was fairly similar to me. I think I still had a better game than him. What does this look like? Yeah, I mean, I should have won that one. It was very frustrating. I didn't quite make it happen with the clinical finishing. I was hitting the bar too often. But yeah, it just felt like one of those games, man, that was fully against you. But like I said, it's July. I was fuming at the time, but we went straight on into another match and just completely forgot about it. So let's move on to this one, and hopefully we get a nice, easy win. That's the plan anyway. Aouar knocks it into Pepe, who turns the defender well. Lovely strike, back of the net. That's a 1-0 goal after just under 20 minutes. And that's why I play him striker. He does get very, very involved, and I do like scoring with him. But I understand that maybe he should be also playing as a cam. Ah, man, I'm struggling. What a thunderbolt that is from Alwar. He just absolutely cannons it into the roof of the net. Green timed, beast of a shot, and we can push on forward to try and make this guy rage quit. Pepe again with the LB fake shot, and then like cuts it round, and then I mean that's kind of lucky. We get the block from David Luiz, and then it just falls straight to Pepe again, and he strikes it home. Both shots were timed green, to be fair, but yeah, we got multiple opportunities to score that one. So you can probably tell my opponent was feeling a little bit off after that shot, but we dominated, so we deserved that win, and he does decide to rage quit, so we can push on to what will hopefully be our final game. Yes, he's got a TOTS Mertens, he's got TOTS Correa, TOTS Fabian, El Shaarawy, Chiellini, Donnarumma, and then lots of other high-rated Serie A players, but I'm not sure this is one of the strongest squads that we've come up against this weekend. There's no icons in there, there's no like proper endgame centre-back in like Van Dijk or Maldini and stuff, so I felt like we could be okay. And when Donnarumma knocks that into his own net and we end up getting that goal, I felt very, very lucky. But then we push forward again. I want to make this guy quit as well. Eusebio knocks it into Pepe, out wide to Alwar, into Ronaldinho, into Pepe. Green time shot, even on the weak foot, that had like 400 miles per hour's worth of power on that one. And at 2-0 after 29 minutes, he's gone, and we get up to our 14th win. So the last couple of games there, we played so well and so aggressively and got the goals that we needed. We were very clinical that we actually forced rage quits. But other than that, this weekend, man, has been a complete and utter war, like I've said multiple times. It is just that case, it is time of the year where it's so difficult. But we end up going 14-5, which I'll take. I'll definitely take that, considering it could have gone a lot worse in a lot of those matches. The very, very difficult matches, most of them we ended up coming out on top of, but then a couple of them we just didn't, and that is the way it goes. Like I feel pretty lucky that we came out on top of about 80% of those extremely tough games. So after another weekend league completed, my first weekend league with these three new players, I would say De Ligt is very, very good. I don't know if he's better than David Luiz, but I am now settled in with him. Vieira, outstanding. You can tell why a lot of people use him. And then Dumfries, I'm not settled on. I wish I could afford Van der Sar, because if I could sell Dumfries and then get a Van der Sar and then put him in goal so that De Ligt's on full chem, I would do that and bring Lala back in straight away. I'm almost tempted to just sell Dumfries anyway. We've lost loads of money on him, so maybe we see if he goes up in price at all. And then just swap, or not swap Alisson out, but just put Lala back in and play De Ligt on 8 chem, because he's got enough games, he's got loyalty to the club, the right manager. I could play him on 8 chem. I don't know whether that would be a smarter move to do. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Should we just go ahead and use that centre back, because I know he's someone that I really like, because a 95 rated De Ligt with 2 chemistry less than he has normally is not going to underperform. I really don't think. I think he's still going to max out on a lot of those chemistry boosts and stuff, and then we would just have a right back in that I'm a lot more comfortable with. I do love Lala on this game. He has been fantastic for me, and I just don't know if I'm settled with Dumfries. Yes, he's great in the air. Yes, he's very quick, and he is a complete and utter beast. He's a brute. But on the ball, he's nowhere near as good as Lala. I don't feel like he's as quick as Lala. He definitely doesn't seem to have like the agility and balance and stuff that Lala does. So that's what I kind of rate that in a fullback. And I almost felt the same with Da Costa this weekend as well. I conceded very little headers, maybe because I have those tall players, but actually I feel like not a lot of people cross against me now. And I've got De Ligt and Van Dijk in the box. Like, and the first time shot meta has increased, and the header meta has definitely come down, in my opinion. There's not as many people doing El Tornado crosses against me now, and I'm doing that a lot less as well. I may be scoring from crosses and from corners, but I'm not really running down the line and El Tornado crossing it. I'm more playing it into feet and hitting the first time shots, which is what I think a lot of people are doing. So even if we were to sell Da Costa and Dumfries, and we could use Robertson and we could use Lala, that might free up enough coins to make something happen. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we've got to figure it out, but that's where I'm kind of at right now. Maybe at that point, could I, if I was using Robertson instead of Da Costa, so Goretzka goes down in chem, but then could we buy Tots Onana? Is that a downgrade from 95 red Alisson? Probably. Like, that would probably get De Ligt on full chemistry, and then Van Dijk would have full chem anyway off of, would he? No, he'd have 2. No, he'd have 1 dead link. Yeah, Van Dijk would have full chem. that could work. I might put that together in another video and see if we can make that happen, but I feel like that might be downgrading our goalkeeper a bit too much. At least red 95 Alisson is something that people look at and be like, he's got a high rated red card in there, whereas Onana's like an 88 rated blue card that I have. Who knows, maybe we'll get him. I would take him if I got him in a red pick later on in the week maybe. But guys, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. That is the end of the episode today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Yeah, show your support for the episode, that'd be awesome. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Insta, those links are down below. Thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.